Welcome Junior Techies, my name is Mrs. Ramlal. This video is on the section Environmental Studies. This is a theory video, and this video is based on the negative influences on the environment. In this video, I'll just be explaining the notes that you will see displayed. Now, this is a very important section. You need to have some general knowledge on how humans are negatively influencing the environment. And this is something important you need to know for grade 11 as well. So you have to have some background knowledge. And if you don't have that knowledge, watch the video. So we're looking at alien species. Now, what's an alien species? It's animal or plant that has been brought deliberately by accident. They're usually referred to as pests or exotics. Now, how were they brought here? They were brought here by humans, of course, for food, for medicine, or because aesthetics, because it looked pretty. Like the jacaranda is an alien tree. It looks pretty, right? Now, what effects do these alien species have on the ecosystem? Now, these alien species, they multiply controllably. You see, they don't have any predators here in this area. So there's nothing to regulate their population size. They have displaced our indigenous species. Indigenous species are species that are found naturally in an area. And because they're growing faster, they are removing and replacing our naturally occurring plants. Their roots will cause soil erosion. And again, because they are taking up all the water. So alien plants, their roots grow much deeper than our indigenous roots, our indigenous plants' roots. And as a result, they absorb more water. And because of this, our plants are becoming extinct, right? The animals are out competing with our indigenous animals. And as a result, our water supply is being reduced, right? Now, what's the solutions? We can remove the alien plants by uprooting, felling, burning, chopping, and ring barking these plants. Uprooting, obviously, take it out by the root. Felling, chopping, burning, right? Chopping, and ring barking. Ring barking is removing the phloem, which is the bark, from the tree. No phloem, no food, and the tree will die. Biological control for the animals. Bring in their natural predators to come and wipe them out here. Have laws stating that no alien trees or plants can be planted. And what am I busy doing right now? I'm making you aware and I'm educating you of the harmful effects of alien species. Right. Land pollution. That's another harmful effect that humans are now causing on the environment. Litter. Litter cannot decompose. Toxic chemicals that are not sealed. We are causing a lot of pollution. So all the litter and waste allows for rats, mosquitoes, flies to breed. And when that happens, obviously diseases will be rife and will be increasing diseases. The toxic chemicals can leak and poison plants and animals, seep into the underground water that crops can absorb. And then any organism or anybody that consumes these toxins will get poisoned as well. If the toxic waste is dumped into the sea, aquatic life, all those sea organisms will also be poisoned. If soil is contaminated, all the microorganisms that live in the soil will be affected, and then plants need the soil to absorb minerals. And we cannot have any waste in the soil because it will affect the growth of plants. Right, what's our solutions? Toxic waste disposed in sealed containers, buried in cement landfills. So we can take all that toxic waste, we can put them in some special cement landfills for a certain amount of time. Education, that's what I'm doing. Awareness campaigns allow people to make them aware of all the harmful effects of litter. Have strict fines for littering and dumping, and then recycling. Right, another problem is air pollution. What's the causes? Sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, smoke, and CFCs. These comes from burning fossil fuels, aerosol cans, and just burning of coal. Now, what's the effect? Acid rain will be formed. Acid rain will lower the pH, it will kill the plants and the animals. Plants can't grow. We'll have a problem, the entire ecosystem will be affected. Smog will cause diseases like asthma and bronchitis. CFCs, we know, reduces and makes the ozone layer thinner, which can cause more skin cancer, can cause certain marine life to also die and plants. Then carbon dioxide. Too much of carbon dioxide will increase the Earth's temperature. What's our solutions? Use a biofuel. Smoke emissions from factories and mines should be controlled. Use an alternative source of energy. Why are we using fossil fuels? We can use solar energy. So instead of using fossil fuels, solar energy, wave energy, wind power. Stricter policies should be formulated. We can use electric motor cars, and we can use more public transport. Right. Water pollution. What's the causes? Sewage, industrial waste, oil spills, pesticides and fertilizers. Now, we know what the oil spills do. They kill the whales, the seals, the fish, the birds. They're covered with oil. They cover their gills. They die. Oil prevents gases from diffusing into the water, so there's less oxygen into the water. Plants cannot get oxygen for respiration, so plants will die. When birds clean their feathers, they will ingest the oil and they die. Pesticides and herbicides accumulate in different organisms. They can poison them. So what's the solutions? You treat sewage before it enters the environment. Stricter laws so industries purify and cool their water. Laws are passed so ships are seaworthy, so they must have special chemicals like enzymes to break down the oil into harmful chemicals or harmless chemicals. Education. What's what I'm doing now? They should recycle glass and plastic. There should be large fines for littering and dumping, and we should encourage the use of organic fertilizers and natural pesticides. And the last one, removing natural vegetation and habitat destruction. The natural trees are there for a reason. There are many organisms that depend on these trees and these plants. Now, when we remove them for logging, furniture, wood, we clear them for towns, to build towns, factories, to grow crops. We remove these trees for grazing, to build dams and highways. And that's not good, because all those organisms that depended on those trees, they are now going to be displaced. There'll be more pressure on other environments. These organisms can go extinct. So what should we do? Plant more trees. Protect trees in botanical gardens. Collect all seeds of plants. Education. Awareness campaigns. Cutting down the trees for all these products. We need these products, but planting new trees is not a good way as well. They have found out that older forests, they are much stronger and they have a stronger immunity than the newer trees. So rather, let's protect our old forests, decrease the need for forest products, and import cash crops. By doing this, there will be less damage to the environment. So I hope you learned a lot in this video. And keep in mind all of the causes. So when you are doing the section in grade 11 next year, you will have an idea, you will have some general knowledge. It will not just be a new section to you. So thank you for watching this video. Join me and watch all my other videos as well.